All right, these are the directions to the one-point perspective project bird's eye view. In this project, you'll use one-point perspective to turn basic shapes into three-dimensional shapes, which you'll then turn into buildings. The first step of this project is to get a piece of drawing paper, put a vanishing point in the center, and then draw 20 shapes all around it, leaving some space in between the shapes, and using a ruler to draw each of those shapes. Once you have all 20 shapes drawn with your vanishing point, what's easiest is to start in the center of your paper and work your way out to the edge. So I'm going to start with my easiest, which is this square right here. I'm going to line my vanishing point up with the corner of my building, lightly draw my line here, lightly draw a line from this corner to the vanishing point, and I won't draw these two because it's going to go through the shape. So I won't draw this corner or this corner because that goes through my shape. The next step, line my ruler up with the edge of the shape, slide it down, keeping it parallel, and draw the bottom. Erase the rest. Then move on to the next one. I'll start here. Draw two lines to my vanishing point. These would go through my shape, so I don't draw these two. Line my ruler up with the edge of my shape, slide it down. The farther I slide it down, the taller it's going to make this building look. If I put it way up here, it's going to look like a really short building. If I put it way down here, it's going to look like a skyscraper. I'm going to put it about right here and get rid of this. All right. Now you're going to have some shapes that run into other shapes. This one, for example, I'm going to work on this rectangle, line my vanishing point up with my corner. It's going to stop when it hits that. This corner will hit the vanishing point. This would go through my building, so I don't draw it. That would go through my building. I don't draw it. And now I'm going to draw the bottom of this. If I were to draw the bottom of this right here, it's going to make this building look like it's floating up in the air. So I don't want to do that. It's going to look weird. So I'm going to draw it either here or right here. And it's going to look like part of it's being hidden back behind this shape. You want to do each one of these one at a time, working your way to the outside. I've noticed some people have a real hard time with this project if they draw all of the lines first and then try to finish the buildings after they've drawn all these orthogonal lines. It just gets way too confusing and way too crazy when you've got all these lines on the paper. So do one at a time. Start in the center and work your way out. In the next video, I'll show you how to draw the rest of these buildings that are back behind other buildings.